And I'm telling you this because after that time, I saw his wife's attitude towards me. Everything changed. He was my last hope. I've not helped anybody in this town the way I've helped that guy. I saw with my two eyes what this boy did with money in that place. And the only solution is that I have to go and confess. But how can I confess? I know that woman, that my friend's wife, she will ensure I spend the rest of my life in jail. Auntie Nonye, I want to thank you for this opportunity you gave me to come on your platform to tell this story of my life. Honestly, at this point of my life, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. But I hope that when I share my story here today, some of your followers can listen and they can tell me how to go about this. Now, the thing is, I'm a businessman. In this town, I have made a lot of progress with my business. And initially, when I started, I have a friend, a good friend of mine that I brought on board. Actually, he's from my town. So I brought him to this town and I put him in the line of my business. I mean, I'm a graduate. I went to school, but this my friend, he's not very learned. So I'm the one that showed him the way. I mean, today he's an international businessman. He's able to clear his goods from China. I'm the one that showed this guy everything he knows today. Today he's able to import and clear goods from China. I'm the one that taught him. And when it comes to other sides of business where you need to sign contracts, and I'm the one that helped him. I'm always there to show him the way. Because left to himself, maybe by now his business won't be where it is. Because in this line of business, if you're not learned, if you're not smart, there are people out there that can deceive you. Sometimes people can sell goods for you that are fake. Sometimes you can import goods that are expired, that are substandard. And this guy, he doesn't know any of these things. He didn't go to school. But I'm the learned one and I've been putting him through. So today he's a successful businessman in this town. And both of us, we've been doing well together. As a matter of fact, when I brought this guy to this town, I was already living large. I was already married. But this guy was not married. So, but he became successful. Now he's married. And somehow, recently, my business started encountering challenges. Now, before now, more than just helping this guy with things like clearance, things where it involves good business acumen, as someone that has gone to school, I would help him when it comes to penning down things, documents. I'm always there for him so that he won't make mistakes. And then I would lend him money too. Sometimes he would come to me to ask for help, financial help, to clear his goods, to get more goods. I've been there for this guy all this while. But recently, my business started encountering challenges. Meanwhile, all this while, we're friends. Now he's married. His wife, they've been loyal to me. We've been good together. Always there for each other. But now, because things have not been going really well for me, recently I've been encountering some challenges. And it has started affecting my business so bad. So I went to this my friend, and it's funny. This life, it's funny. Sometimes I think about it and I'm like, maybe it's not good to help people. Because I went to this guy and I asked for just 5 million naira. 5 million naira. 5 million naira is nothing compared to all the help I've rendered to this guy. I said that this guy is in this town today is because of me. That he's married today is because of me. Because if I didn't establish him in this line of business, he probably would still be in his village by now. So I went to this guy and I said, please, I need 5 million. I didn't ask him to give me free of charge. This is money that I told him I will pay you back. My business is going down. I just want to be able to put it into my business, import some more goods. I believe I will make returns and I will pay you back. Just 5 million was what I asked of this guy. And he accepted though. Because why not? This guy, he owes me everything. I can say he owes me his life. He knows what I've done for him in this life. So he accepted that he will give me this money. So this was a discussion we had as men during the day. So we went, I told him, okay, he said he'll get back to me. He'll find a way to send me the money. The next day, he came to the plaza, he came to our business place, and he all of a sudden he changed his mind. He now started telling me stories. And I know this is my friend that I know too well. I know when he's lying to me. And I can tell you that it was his wife that changed his mind. He must have gone home and discussed with his wife, and his wife must have told him not to give me that money. And I'm telling you this because I saw, after that time, I saw his wife's attitude towards me. Everything changed. I'm telling you, these people were loyal to me before. They would come to my house, I will host them, and then I would go to their house with my family, and we were like that. We're like brothers. Because after all, he's from my town. But since that time, that day I told this young man to lend me 5 million, I started noticing his wife's attitude towards me. Everything changed. So this guy refused because of his wife. He refused. His wife influenced him and he refused to give me this 5 million I'm asking for. I begged him. Even when he told me, I said, please, I will pay you back. He said, no, that it won't work. He told me funny stories, how that he said he thought he had the money, but that he has calculated it that he doesn't have. So I left him. I mean, I can't force money out of his pocket. It's his money. But it pained me. I was so pained. I was really pained. I can't even lie. I was pained because he was my last hope. He was my last hope. I've not helped anybody in this town the way I've helped that guy. So if anyone told me that this guy would not give me that money, I wouldn't have believed it. But I mean, such is life. And women. So he influenced him and he refused to give me that money. I left it. And I didn't take it. I was really pained though, but I just didn't take it to heart that much. I just felt that okay, God is alive and somehow I'll get this money. But when he started paining me was this young man, his wife's father, his father-in-law had passed on. And of course, he invited all of us that do business with him in that same line of business. We were all invited to attend this funeral. And me especially, I had to spend a night before the funeral there. He's my close friend. So I saw with my two eyes what this boy did with money in that place. I'm telling you, what this guy did, what he did with money. I can assure you that 80% of all the expenses that went into that funeral came from this guy. The same guy I begged 5 million from. And he refused. And I'm sure he didn't remember that I had asked him for 5 million. He was busy telling me that he has calculated everything that he has spent for this funeral, that he has put in not less than 4 million into this funeral. And I was looking at him. I said, it is you. Some months ago, I asked you for 5 million. If you had told me, okay, I don't have up to 5 million, I can give you 3 million or 4 million or even 2 million, I wouldn't have felt this kind of pain I'm feeling. The kind of pain I felt. But this guy was busy telling me he spent 4 million. And I'm sure it was even more than 4 million from everything I saw he did during that funeral. Now, as if that one was not enough, after that funeral, it wasn't long. It was his wife's birthday. This same woman that influenced him and told him not to give me money. It was her birthday. You need to see, because he always invite us. We were there. You need to see the kind of the hall, this birthday party, just a party. They rented a hall. You need to see the drinks, the food. They were just showing off. They were just showing off the souvenirs that were present during this birthday party. And I was looking like, is this the same guy I brought to this town? The same guy I showed the way? And I just asked for 5 million. And he's busy lavishing money on a birthday party. So the way he spends money on everything that has to do with his wife is crazy. As long as it is about his wife, this guy goes all out, spending money like no man's business. Spending money like no man's business. And I'm asking for 5 million and he cannot give it to me. This is somebody, when I brought him to this town and I helped him stand on his 2 feet. I was married. I have a wife. You know? And this is something that my wife will ask me at home. Is this the same man that you helped? And I'm wondering what is going on. I'm wondering, is it that his wife is using charms on him? Is it that he's controlling him at home? What is going on? Because I don't understand the way he spends money. As long as it is something about his wife, he's going to go all out. And this woman has forgotten how that I helped this man now that he's controlling. She doesn't care. The way she treats me and my family is the thing that is paining me. The day he went for that birthday party, he saw me and he didn't even act like, because I know that he's the one that influenced her husband not to give me that money. So his attitude has changed. No more respect for me. I think he's trying to spoil the relationship between me and this man. Just after the birthday party, the wife had a baby. And guess what? On the day of the child dedication, oh God, this life, I don't know why people are like this. 5 million was what I asked from this guy. But every time there's a ceremony he's holding, he's spending money. Their child dedication, he bought a car. Because this time around, before now they had a daughter. Because his wife now gave birth to a son, he bought this woman a car. So that child dedication, it was also, they took the car to the church for the pastor to bless. And I'm looking at these things. The kind of gifts that he showers on this woman, the hair. That day I saw, you needed to be there just for them to go to church. I saw the clothes that they wore. Then after the church service, when they came back for the reception, they changed into new clothes, the woman new hair. She was just showing off. She even bought her a new phone. She was showing us. Man, this is when he came here, he was a boy. I was the one that helped him stand on his feet as a man. And my business is going down, and this guy has the mind to refuse to help me, but he's busy spending money every time. Every little thing, he will come for a celebration, and he will spend money. And his wife is the one, making him do all these things. Because she likes to show off, and then she doesn't like this man to help any other person around. Why? So I can't even lie. I got really pained. And because I brought him to this town, the plaza where we do business, I know how this our business run. I know everything. I know how this business runs more than him. I won't lie. I did something because I got really pained. I made some plans for him. He didn't see it coming because the humiliation was too much. The frustration was too much. So one night like that, I organized some guys. They went to his shop at the plaza and took a lot of his goods. They took it and the operation was smooth. I'm learned. When I do things, I do it smoothly. Nobody can even trace it to me. But that was what I did. We took a large amount. That money he refused to give me, I took it from the shop, his goods. I took more than that, self, because I was just asking for 5 million. But this guy keeps on spending money and he's showing me and telling me about it. So we took a good portion of his goods. And then, of course, he doesn't have any other person in this town like me. The way we are close, he's not that close with any other person. The day that thing happened, I was the first person he called. And I went there, like, I was also surprised. I ran out with him, I was shouting with him. I said, what, who could have done this, what happened? And then he narrated that they just came this morning, and you can see that they entered his shop and carried things. So, and then he told me that the goods that were stolen are worth over 30 million. And I know the worth of those goods. I know he's correct. But the thing is, he was so angry, so pained, that he told me, he said he cannot let the matter, because this is I know this man, I know him. I said I'm the one that brought him. So I felt that he would take it as a normal shop, and let it be like that. But then he keeps on saying that no, 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 that he will not take it, that he will go to find out who stole from him, even if it means going to a native doctor. But the moment he said that thing, I won't even lie. I got really afraid. I got scared. And then I started telling him in my pretense, because he doesn't have to know that I'm connected to this thing. So I started telling him, I said, please let it go. It's one of these things that happen in business. There are times things happen, and you just find that where you were up before, you've come down. Sometimes you can order for goods, and on the sea it can stay for days and for years. Your goods can be seized. These things happen. I said, forget it. Leave it for God. God is the one that can avenge you. And I thought this guy was listening to me, because I tried my possible best. I was telling him, I said, this is life. This is life. Just let it go. Just find a way. Before you know it, you stand on your feet again. And then I thought he was listening to me. Oh. But what I did not know was that after all those my talk, trying to encourage him to be strong, to forget it, this guy still went behind me, and he did not tell me. He went behind my back to see a native doctor. So I tried to discourage him from going to a native doctor. But he told me, after some time, he told me that he went to Igala to look for goose from his shop. And as soon as he told me, I became afraid. I said, it means they must have told him I'm the one. But then he said no, that they didn't tell him the name of the person, and that he doesn't even care to know the name of the person, but that he has done something, that whatever that person sees, he should take. So, my mind also calmed down. I took it that, okay, since they didn't tell him, he doesn't know. So, since that time, we have just been moving to as friends. Everything has been normal. But it wasn't long. I lost my first child. Oh, I lost my 3-year old. Can you imagine that? Just like that. I'm telling you, just like that. This, my small baby, just finished eating and started vomiting and vomiting. Before we can take her to the hospital, she died. The day that my baby just turned my wife's life upside down. Now she every now and then her blood pressure is going up. She has not recovered from it. But then while she's still trying to recover from that one, my second child, who is only 8 months old, has been very, very sick. And I just take it that, okay, maybe this is normal sickness. But see, all the money I made from those goods I stole from that my friend's shop, I have spent everything, every dime on expenses, from my wife's blood pressure and all manner of things she has been going through, to my child, my only child that I have as at now, in and out of hospital all the time. There's nowhere we've not gone, and they're not sure what is going on. I've even tried to go to some prayer houses, and they've told us that um, the problem is it's a reincarnation problem, and I don't understand reincarnation problem. And I told them, okay, what can we do? Let's break this bond so that my child can be free. Nobody has been able to help us. My wife is dying. because she cannot. It's looking like this baby will soon. My wife is really scared. She has become very, very thin out of restlessness. Her mind is not at peace. Because if we lose this baby, if this baby passes on, Jesus, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? My two children in the same year, losing them? Oh no, it's not possible. But that is the situation I found myself in. But then you know what? Recently, my mother-in-law took it upon herself because she said she cannot be losing her grandchildren like that. So she went somewhere. She took us somewhere. And when we got there, the man we met there told them to call the father of the child, that he wanted to talk to me privately. So when I went there, the man told me, he said, "Tell me the truth. What did you do to your friend?" Ah, my heart started beating so fast. I said, "What? I thought nobody knew about this." He said, "Tell me the truth. That's the only thing that can save your child. Tell me what happened." So, and he promised me that he will not tell anybody. He will not tell anybody about it. And so I told him, I said, "This is what I did. Out of pain and anger and frustration, somebody I helped has refused to help me and he's busy throwing money about." So, I told him the whole truth. So that was when I realized that my friend has done something that is now affecting me, almost at the point of taking all my children, my two children, as I'm talking to you, my only child, my last child is very, very, very sick. I don't know what to do. We've done everything. So this man has told me to go and confess to my friend that that is the only solution to my problem. That if I don't do that, not only would my child die, that I will also die, and that my wife will even die. That this guy has done something terrible in the front of a deity in Igala, and that this thing can wipe away my whole family if I don't go to confess. But how do I confess? I already denied it. I already acted like I didn't know anything about this thing. How do I, if I go to this guy now, that his wife especially, I'm sure they will make sure, that woman will make sure I am arrested and jailed for life. What do I do? How do I leave my family? What am I going to do? I cannot confess. And I've told this man that, is there nothing we can do to maybe quench this thing that my friend has done in Igala? Isn't there something we can do to neutralize it, to nullify it, so that it will not have any effect on my family anymore? He said no. And the only solution is that I have to go and confess. But how can I confess? I know that woman, that my friend's wife, she will ensure I spend the rest of my life in jail. And if I don't confess, this man has said, my child will die, my wife, Jesus Christ, I can't afford to. I don't know what to do. My wife is dying because she doesn't know what is going on. But me, I know. And that is why I am restless. Please, I am here begging you that is watching. Let me know what I can do, because I cannot confess to my friend. I don't know how I can do that. I don't know if anybody knows where else I can go. If I will really be glad if the power that juju has over my family can be nullified, can be neutralized somehow, maybe through prayers or something. If God can just forgive me, I'm ready to bring that money. I can give him back that money somehow. I can maybe give it to him as a gift to say, please take and put into your business. If that will work. But I can't confess. I've been begging the man, and he's saying going to confess is the only way. But that is why I'm here. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Please, please. Sometimes I wish I'm the only one involved with this. Maybe I can pay for my sins. But now, my child, my innocent child is involved. My wife is involved. Please, if you know something you can do to help my family, if you know a way that we can go about this so that everybody will come out alive, I'm begging you, Auntie Nenye, please, please. I don't know if people can respond messages or anything, comments and anything. I will appreciate if anybody can come up and tell us what we can do. I'm really tired and I'm very afraid. My child might just die. Please, please, I really need help.